Aloha Rifters! December, cold here, lots of snow, and we're on an adventure in Wolfsbane with Rift's Dream Dimensions road trip going on right now. And I am so excited. I finally get to meet our original Dimension nerd, Dimensiondiva, that a lot of people know on forums, who's always out there sharing her joy and goofiness, as she calls it. And this is the first time I'm getting to chat to her since the beginning of Dimension. So I'm just like going to be all over the place as we have an exciting adventure over here in Wolfsbane. And currently we are in Rogue's Roost on her alt Camouflage. Hey, Diva.
Hello!
Hello! Wow! It's been a while. Or it's never been, actually. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
I'm just tripping out. This is like you've been somebody that I've been wanting to catch up with for a long time, and I'm just awesome. We're here in Moonshade and we're in Rogue's Roost. And tell us about this dimension.
Well, I just wanted to make a fun kind of rogue style, maybe an archer type of rogue style dimension. So let's have a look.
Lead the way, I'm all yours.
So along here we'll keep a lookout for forest critters.
I feel like I need to whisper. I feel like there's something that's gonna happen. Ah!
Here's one.
Nice. So you're making a pathway of the critters that you just mentioned. Ah, look at that sun.
So here we are at my home.
Wow.
Please come in and make yourself at home.
So you've taken a lot of the fishing items and the new items.
Yes, some of both. And I just wanted to point out this 3D artwork on the wall. It's a little owl in a tree there, which will make sense later.
I love your desk cover there too. That's awesome.
Oh, thanks.
So you wanted this tall, structured building.
Yes, Rogue's Roost, and there is a roost way up at the top.
Look at your couch. I'm checking out your morphs down here. What an awesome use of the baskets and the balmy fished up items.
Oh yes, I love Balmy Table.
Wow, you're the first person I've ever heard say that.
It's so versatile. Just as a side note, this is my first dimension where I used Toolbox.
And have you used it a lot since?
Yes, I use it quite a bit. I still do a fair amount of handwork.
Very nice. Nice glasses there. Nice use of the bottles. Poison bottles.
Oh, thanks.
So much to see.
All the rooms are cozy because it's tall and skinny house.
And you just like, because my camera views are like kind of all zoomed in all the way in because of my midgetness, you're kind of missing a little bit. There's just so much to see. And you're kind of missing a little bit for the things, but you gotta come in here. It's really cool. I love that you use the cloth and the poles for a great artwork there too. It's nice to see those cloth bolts of cloth used. I've seen them a few times, only a few times.
Yes, I've used them for a number of things recently. Oh, and you're on the walk around. That goes all around the building.
I could easily escape
now,
here.
It's pretty comfy. Now we're in the top level. This is my bedroom. And The Roost is just like a half level up. And there's a little surprise in there. Remember the owl in the painting downstairs?
Oh, look at that. So cute.
There she is in real life, so to speak. I call her Cleo, my pet owl.
Wow. That is so cool. That is an awesome use of the red tide sacks, dragon scales, and the feathers. So much going on there.
Oh, thanks.
That is gorgeous. So adorable.
And there's the Roost. In the distance, it might be hard to see there's an archery target item out there.
Oh, I can see it, which is perfect for the rogue to get out there and practice, a ranger.
Right?
Wow, that is so cool. And I just love how you've you love using, it's obvious already, just seeing your style, you love taking those common things and using them quite elaborately, which is really awesome. And then turning all of this stuff into great, I can't believe this is like your first use for toolbox. How exciting.
Well, thanks to Ruby Rose, I watched her tutorials and it helped me a lot.
That is awesome to hear. I miss her a lot and had a lot of fun hearing her excitement making those and watching her too.
I'm sorry I didn't get to meet her.
Hopefully soon. Come back, Ruby. So we are in for another treat. We're going to a couple of places of divas. I'm going to try and get some interesting questions in there while I'm being amazed. Sometimes I forget because of that. So where are we off to next after this amazing place?
Well, thank you. I'd like to take you into Spudkin's Kinfolk Caravans, which I call the finest trailer park in all of Talara.
I love it. I remember when you posted these on forums. Lots of people put great things up on forums, and I watch Diva's posts religiously. Like, just look out for them because I know there's going to be a bit of humour in there somewhere. But as we pop over there, take a look at her weapon. Look, look, look. That's so cool. That was from last week, wasn't
it? Yes, thanks. All red to match.
Right? Just stands out. I love it. So here we go. We are off to on Spudkin, isn't it? Spudkin's Dimension.
Yes, Kinfolk. Yes, Kinfolk Caravans.
See you all shortly. And here we are in another Moonshade called Kinfolk's Caravans. Is that right, Diva?
That's correct. Yes.
Kinfolk's Caravans, and it's on Spudkin. We're still on Wolfsbane in another Moonshade. I love this dimension. And this one was built back in May?
Yeah, it was a little while ago.
I loved it when I saw this one. I'm finally getting to see it. Show us around. I loved it, laughed so hard, thought it was amazing.
You. Well, I did it in one area is rich folks trailers, and then one area is kind of middle class average folks trailers, and then there's one that's the less well off folks trailers, and this is actually the rich folks trailer where we are now.
This is the Kiwi folks trailers, people. Kiwi folk. What an awesome idea. So back in May, all of these items, did you upgrade them a lot since the new items? I do notice some new items, so you would have gone ahead and did that. But back in May, this idea just set the Dimension world on fire, I think.
Oh, thanks. I've done a little bit of upgrading. I tend to kind of go back and change my dimensions, pretty frequently.
Nice. Awesome bath. How did you pull off a full-on bathroom in such a small space? This is pretty
I love
plush.
this dimension, the views.
This is pretty plush, alright, for a caravan park. You get the pond, you get the waterfalls. This is for the rich folk.
Yes.
Nice. And next?
And next we'll go up and visit some of the average folks' trailers up here on the bluff.
I love that you're using all these terminologies like roost and bluff and all these ways. They're just words that aren't used a lot anymore to describe a certain terrain or a certain type of home or place.
Well, I'll thank my mother for that. She's always been very interested in vocabulary, and so we tended to use a lot of different words.
Wow, look at this. This is amazing. Just look around the whole thing.
Yeah, there's several trailers up here. Some you can't explore inside, but there's one big green one over here that you can go in, and then there's some amenities like the kids' playground that they share.
Which is typical of a caravan park over here in the USA.
Yep.
And this is the medium, so this is for the middle what's the word, folk, the
Exactly, like middle class
that's it.
folks.
It's pretty posh for a minute. Got to get the spa pool, the jacuzzi going on there. Wow, this is just like being in one. You know, I've been in a few caravan parks, travelled a fair bit, and this is just like being in a caravan.
Well, I tried to do some of the details I know are really in trailers, uh, the sliding doors, the pocket doors, and they have really tiny closets and tiny refrigerators and things like that.
Amazing. And you got all the details, things being cooked or things being used as well in such small places. You still took care of the doors and the handles and all those little details that mean a lot.
Yeah, I like doing the details. It's fun.
Awesome. Look at these chairs. That's a great use of the green stool and the green book. It's really amazing.
Thanks.
I just love discovering what you've made and running around trying to figure out what is what. That architect's cloak you got on looks great, I'd read too.
Oh, thanks.
This is one of the ones that is locked, you can't go into, but it still has a great detail on the outside.
Yeah, they're all decorated kind of differently.
Have a little look on the outside of some of them. You got the whole fan up there as a fan. Nice.
Here's a little above ground pool here. I did the little toy swim noodles there.
Right, and you've done it like people have used it and just left stuff lying around too, which is great. This is a different one.
I think some of my friends know me for doing kind of odd things too, like over by this one trailer there's a little pet cemetery.
Trying to find you. What trailer? Which trailer? Oh, there you are.
This blue one.
Oh, so cute. So those little touches mean a lot to you.
Somebody calls me a micro-dimensioner.
Oh, what's that mean?
I think they're saying that I focus on the micro details. It might be true.
I think it's great. There's so many little details, and you got to come in here and really see it for yourself, guys, and have a look around. There's so much to see, and even if you can't go into these, there's still so much. Like, they're all different, they're all laid out, and the idea itself that an icon in a lot of places, or not an icon per se, but it is a lifestyle in many places, especially America and Australia too, of caravan living and stuff like that, so that you paid homage to it. That's just cool. Oh, what's over here?
Oh, thanks. Oh, now we're to the least well-off people down here.
Is this like the caravan shanty? Hoarders.
It is a bit like that.
Pig on a spit. That's awesome. Got their own home brew and stuff going on here.
I think they drink a little too much of it too. They're not able to really keep their yard very clean or keep their trailer up very well.
Look at the puppies. Oh, guns.
Many.
More guns. Oh gosh, and the baby bassinets.
And multiple bunk beds.
So there's a lot of children in here. Wow, so you've crammed it all in here as well, and it gives off, and even that bright light you've got going, it lends all to it. There's broken things, tilted things. There's on the outside those extra pieces of wood to make it all look shantytownish. Wow.
Yes.
You still managed to put a bathroom in. How the?
It's a pull chain commode.
That is cool. Wow, there's so much creativity. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Look at that bike.
Sadly, they have an eviction notice on their front door.
Look at your little bike. That is the cutest little bike I've ever seen.
Thanks.
And an eviction notice. Sorry, folks.
So sad.
I'm blown away. Absolutely blown away. There's so many places that Diva could show us. We've had to narrow it down a little bit and bring it in. We're going to see one more, actually two more. So we're going to zip into one on our way to another place that kind of tie in together. Not really, but kind of do. And this is just incredible. There's so much creativity here. So much flavor. Each one has its own mood, and you've set it all in one dimension. So there's so many different moods going on in here. Perfect for that moody sky and Moonshade.
Oh, thank you so much.
Where are we off to next?
So now we're going to one with a mouthful name. It's Moonshade Present and Past by Dimensiondiva.
Nice, and we will see you there shortly. Guess where we are? You would never guess. We are in Moonshade. It's called Moonshade Past and Present, and I'm going to zip through this, land hopefully in the right place, but I wanted you to run by this house. We're going somewhere on our way to somewhere else, but I wanted you to see it so you would, come in here and take a good look around as we head somewhere specific. So this is about the past and present, correctly? I mean, it's obvious in the title, right?
Yes, I did the house before the size upgrades. And then I thought about adding kind of an older area after the upgrade.
Nice, and I love these mossy stones.
So welcome to the Temple of the Mermaid Warrior.
Oh, wow! Look at that! A mermaid warrior. That is awesome. And you've used the whole waterfall as almost like her enclosure. It's almost like a
Right.
gallery, and yeah. Wow, she's incredible.
Yes, there's not much here other than her and kind of a little setup with her weapons, and then her tomb is right above us. And
That is incredible. So you come in here, you run by a chessboard, you also run by a super modern house, which I'm not even going to take you in because you have to come in here and see this yourself, and down to this amazing temple with the have you named her?
I call it the Temple of the Mermaid Warrior. I kind of think maybe she protected the shores of Moonshade many, many years ago.
That is a cool story and well worth coming to see. And this is on Dimensiondiva, her main character, and it's called Moonshade Past and Present. And we've been into 3 Moonshades now. But where are we off to next to spend our last voyage with you in this incredible journey?
Well, we're not going to a Moonshade dimension. We're going to a to a shoreward island. We're going to Spudkin's Ship Ahoy.
Yes! So excited. See you again real soon. And we have landed at our last port of call, hanging out with Dimensiondiva on Wolfsbane. She has been around since the beginning and added a whole lot of flavour, humour and sass to the Dimension community since it began. What has been your favourite Dimension to build so far, Diva?
Gosh, that one's really hard to say. This one might be my favorite because I try to make little changing vignettes or tableaus here. Sometimes I have a giant sea monster attacking the ship, and right now I have a little holiday scene, so maybe this one is my favorite.
Nice. So you like to change things up a little bit and tweak them over time and add whatever's current to your builds. That's what I'm seeing. Is that right?
Yes, I do. I think it's fun.
And what has been the most difficult thing for you, or the most tedious thing, maybe? Might be the better word.
Well, this is actually version 2 of Ship Ahoy, and I didn't even use Toolbox on version 2, but version 1 was I built without magic carpet, without Toolbox, in the water, trying not to drown while doing all the building, because I hadn't yet figured out to build it on shore and then move it and all of that. So maybe Ship Ahoy 1 was the biggest challenge so far.
And you still persevered and you still update. I'm down here on the landing in front of the boat, rain down through the pathway, and I love how you set this whole area up outside in lights as well. Looks great.
Thanks.
So I'm standing here looking at the big cannons, looking at the mast that goes out the front. That's not called the mast. What's that called out the front? I forget now.
I should know, but I don't.
I should too. I've worked on ships for years. But yeah, it escapes me. It's funny. I love how you've used this whole area and you've even got your own little boats to run things in. Oh, look at that!
This is my little holiday scene that's a crazed elf driving the boat, the Rudolph boat, while Santa water skis.
The Australians would so love that. They're going to go nuts on this. Look at that boat though. Look at that in the background. It's such a great backdrop for this. Oh, that Santa is so cute.
Thank you.
So what do people do? They come over onto the little dory boat over here and hop, skip and jump across?
Yeah, it's set up as if there was a ferry and you'd come ring the bell and the ferry would come and, travel you over there, but people just jump and swim.
I'm a midget. We can walk on water. Nice paintings again. When did you build this one?
The first one was one of the first dimensions that I built, so way back when Rift first opened up.
Was this the one that was on the live stream? Way back in the day?
Yes, it is.
Now it's coming back to me. I remember Elra running around in here.
I used to have cannons that I made, via morphing, and so then I would slowly replace things as we got new items. It's changed quite a bit.
Well, there is so much to see. And is that our skiing Santa, the amazing Christmas scene you wanted us to see? Is there anything else
Yes.
you want us to see in here?
Well, I added the new water feature. I actually have a bilge pump on this ship to keep it from sinking.
Show us that, and we
We
will
could maybe
walk
let's
the plank.
walk the plank together, Kiwi.
Why not?
So there you can see the exit point where I'm using one of those new pouring water features. And on the inside there's some of the pieces that I built a little bilge pump. Of course, I have no idea what a real bilge pump looks like, but it's my imagination of what one is.
I do, unfortunately. It wasn't how I wanted to see it during a cyclone, but that's okay. And
no.
dry dock. But that you actually took something like that most people be like, what? We won't get to see this. This is why you've got to get into Dimensions and have a good look around. For people that have been vet builders since the beginning of Dimensions releasing, the details are everywhere. They're not just right in front of you. So if you come into a dimension like this one, built by somebody like Diva, she takes time to add all the details. Look around the whole thing. There'll be something that you won't see if you don't see it. So we're not going to take a great big look at it. We've been in a lot of amazing places. I've tried to show you highlights of each one so you can come over to Wolfsbane, check her out on Camouflage, Spudkin and Dimensiondiva. Check out her passion for Moonshade itself, though currently we are in a shorewood island. And is that the Autumn Harvest Sky you got going on here?
It's actually, I don't have a projector in here.
That's what I thought. I was like, wait, that moon almost looks, actually it should be bigger. But I'm looking at the stars are almost the same. Nice. I love Shorewood Island. It was my first original dimension, and it still has some of the best light and sky in it. It's beautiful. And you are an amazing dimension builder.
Oh, well, thank you so much for coming to see my dimensions. I greatly appreciate it.
And on this note, with Santa skiing, with Diva standing in front of her amazing creations, we're going to say, see you later, Merry Christmas to everybody, and come on over to Wolfsbane, see the great creativity. This video is jam-packed with stuff, but it's still only scratching the surface. Thank you, Diva. It's been amazing. Merry Christmas to you, Merry Christmas to you, Merry Christmas to you, Diva, and everybody at Wolfsbane. Thanks for having me.